Sup? I'm here with another message. We'll see what they want to bring through today. I kind of have the intention that we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the earth mystery stuff that is part of the collective unfolding as we, progress through our collective and individual ascensions of consciousness, up-levelings in our frequency within the electromagnetic fields of our own light fields and the electromagnetic grid of the earth. So let's see what they want to bring through. Okay. There are high-level frequency disruptions that are going to be coming through within the latter months of this year. This is part of collective knowledge and a collective unfolding that has been chosen by the primary figures of the ascension process that is currently underway on your planet. There are groups of individuals that have been requiring some or requesting some assistance in the matters of up-levelings of consciousness. So there are frequency disruptions that are being brought through the comet known. They're talking about 3-Eye Atlas, which I have not talked about on here yet. But basically what they have said that 3-Eye Atlas is that it is a frequency disruptor. They're saying that the electromagnetic grid of the earth, which is the structural grid of the earth, what we would call ley lines, that are the energetic, create energetic convergence points, what we would call earth chakras, but are also directors and points of directionality for energetic flow within the earth consciousness or within the planet in general. So the frequency disruptions are coming from 3-Eye Atlas, which are going to be, it operates in a very similar way that the eclipses do, where when we have energy being disconnected from us, it allows us to move into a state of alignment. So like when we are cut off from the energy of something, then it allows us the opportunity to align with our core frequencies with more ease because we don't have that external energy impacting us. So with eclipses, this energy, it's of one celestial body. And what's coming with 3-Eye Atlas is that we're getting like a pretty much complete disconnection from like all external entities. Which means that there is a high degree of probability that we're going to see big shifts and changes over the latter months of this year. So that's going to look like a bunch of different stuff, but it's starting from internal experiences. There is going to be mass amounts of instantaneous awakenings. There's also going to be the polar of that, which will be, internal experiences that potentially lead to external manifestations of some of the internal dissonance that will be experienced when individuals are faced with, internal experiences of discomfort that they're not used to experiencing. And I'm very careful to stay on like the energy of what this looks like because things can manifest in a lot of different ways. But there are disruptions. Frequency disruptions are going to equal disruptions of various kinds, whether that is, just internal disruptions, and instantaneous awakenings is probably going to throw at least some portion of the population into dark nights of the soul. Individuals that have been on this journey for a long period of time aren't necessarily going to be going through those things. This is where the split is really beginning to take hold and take root, is that this is the opportunity for the individuals that have been on this path for long periods of time to kind of see the fruits of their labor, because a lot of individuals are going to be waking up to their role, path, and purpose at this time as well, which is in perfect timing for the new wave of individuals that are going to be waking up and will need support through that process. as well as just being like a grounded force for any kind of external situations that come up over the next several months. And so these frequency disruptions are going to be coming in from the end of September to the beginning of December with heightened impact from what they have told me is the 28th to 31st of October. The frequency disruptions will be happening through the entirety of that time, but largely manifesting over that period in October. So what were you guys saying about the connection with Earth's electromagnetic grid preparing for that? There are going to be frequency disruptions that allow for higher degrees of resonance with individuals that are waiting for spontaneous activations. This is happening on a higher self level. These activations are going to be coming through the internal experiences that are being precursed by electrical fusions with the electromagnetic grid of the Earth. The frequency disruptions allow for a higher degree of cohesion internally and externally. As individuals on your planet have a natural cohesion to the Gaian grid, this will allow for a higher degree of manifestation of this experience. When the external is cut off, they're talking about the external energies that are being disrupted, it allows us to come into a deeper sense of alignment. And it isn't just a deeper sense of alignment with our soul, although it is, but our soul and our soul's essence is intricately connected to the Gaian grid, to the energy of the Earth's core. And so not only is this going to create, lots of shifts and lots of changes and lots of awakenings and et cetera, it also is deepening us into our role, path, and purpose, deepening us into our connection to our higher self, our soul, and as well as deepening our connection to the Earth and into the Earth grid as like parts of the Earth grid. So it's a completely reflected and mirrored as well as symbiotic process of awakening, because the more we awaken, the more Gaia awakens. And it's really through our presence, it's through our release, it's through our letting go, it's through our processing that these things are mirrored within the Gaian field as well. So there's lots to get into with this. If this is something that is interesting to you, if you want to learn more about, our interconnectedness and interrelationship with Earth and Gaia, and how to utilize the Earth's energies like portals and ley lines and connect deeper with the elementals and all of that, there's a bunch of information on my website, and the Mystery School of the Living Earth is open for enrollment. Class begins on September 21st. This is not a live class. You get 13 very in-depth videos that are self-paced. This has been months worth of channeled information that I'm putting into one course. So if you're interested, information is there. Other than that, I love you guys. We got this. Keep your hearts open. Keep yourself grounded. I love you all, and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.